Dude, you can see the Odyssey balloon in the distance, man. None of the rest of the kingdom is loaded in. Is the rock solid? Let's see, is it solid? It's not solid, no! Hey, what is going on, everybody? My name is Dan and welcome back to another episode of Super Mario Modyssey. In the comment section of several other Mario Modyssey videos, a lot of you guys have been asking me to explore the backgrounds and backdrops and just sort of the out of bounds areas of each kingdom in Super Mario Odyssey. So I decided that I would go ahead and install an older version of the mod that was made once again by SimonMKWII. His info will be down in the description. Install that older version that has the old physics for the moon jump and go and explore these outer areas and see exactly what's going on out there. So without further ado, lads and gents, let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to go ahead and do this in every single kingdom, but the first one we're going to go ahead and do is very fittingly, we're going to do Cap Kingdom first. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to just kind of gum up over here and just kind of see how far out we can get. Now with Cascade Kingdom, we immediately run into an issue. There is an invisible wall here, and we can't make it that far out. We can kind of see if we go a little bit higher that these are sort of 2D textures that are being distorted and kind of waving around and stuff like that, but everything else is pretty much just fog, nothing super crazy. I do think it is really interesting to know that these are... Oh, what the... Hello there. I do think it's pretty interesting to know how this sort of stuff works, but there's not a whole lot to see here in the Cascade Kingdom, so let's go ahead and move on to Cascade. Alright, so here we are in the Cascade Kingdom. Let's go ahead and see how far out we can go for this. Same thing as last time from what I can see. There's invisible walls. Can't seem to get too far out. If we get high enough, though, I think we can get a better idea of exactly what the outside sort of looks like. Yeah, as you guys can see, we're getting kind of blocked off here. Yep, just like that, you guys can... Oh, come on, that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, as you guys can see, there really isn't, especially with these past few kingdoms, there's not a ton that we can really do, and... Oh, okay, the death barriers are here, cool. But as you guys can see, with these first few kingdoms, there's really not a ton that we can do. There's invisible walls, we can't really get too far out, but some of the kingdoms that are coming up don't have these invisible walls, so we will be able to do a little bit more with those, so let's go ahead and head on to Sand Kingdom. Now, obviously, there isn't a ton to really look at with Sand Kingdom, but there is a giant gap that goes around the entirety of the kingdom. And on the other side, we can see that there is land over there, so let's see what's going on. Here you can see we're drifting into this area. Okay, so check this out. Alright, so we'll go ahead and do a cappy dive so you guys can see, we can, you know, kind of stick a little bit better, but oh man. We're kind of over here, as you guys can see. We're going to take a little bit to fall. We can't get too far out because I think... that once again, yeah, there are some invisible walls here, but let's see. I think we can actually possibly land on this. As long as we keep pressure on the stick. It might knock us off, so I'm not too sure. Is it solid? Let's see. Oh, I actually... Okay. Alright, I'm not even... Oh, wait, here we go. This is where the invisible wall starts to go. I wonder if, like, maybe there's a ceiling to it. That, like, we can get over the wall. Oh, that doesn't look good. I think I might actually be at the ceiling. All these places have invisible walls on them, which makes it really difficult to get over there. Alright guys, so here we are in Wooded Kingdom. Now, a lot of these kingdoms before have had these invisible walls in there. There just hasn't been a whole lot to really explore with them, but here in Wooded Kingdom, we're going to find out if this is the same case. See if I can find a more interesting part of the skybox to go and look at. Ooh, these mountains over here look pretty interesting. Oh, this is a little bit more clever. You can see everything is kind of encased in glass, so I wonder if that's gonna really affect the boundaries at all. Like, the boundaries are gonna be right there where the glass is, or if it's gonna be earlier. Well, let's see. We seem to be making it out a little bit further this time. Oh, nope. There's the invisible wall again. Yep. So by being closer, we can see that the skybox, once again, it's all textures and stuff. We can see that this, let's see if we can get a better idea of what this whole situation is. It looks like we're getting closer. Oh, wait, maybe? Can we get outside of this? Oh, sweet, look at this. Oh, that's cool, look at that. Okay, we can't, oh, I was gonna say we can explore a little bit more, but I think we're getting pushed back inside. Yep, this is, oh, okay. Wow, this is really weird. There's no music. I think we're outside of the bounds for the music to actually load in. As you can see, we're very, very slowly falling, and Mario's face just looks in, what is that face, Mario? Come on, bro. There really isn't, like I said, like, there's invisible, like, we can't get all the way out there. We can see that it does just kind of look like a texture, nothing super crazy for the skybox. But this border is definitely something I'm kind of interested in. We can't really see it that well from the outside, but as soon as we go back inside of the boundaries for it, we can see it completely clearly. It's like we can see it clearly here, and then whenever we try to look at it from the outside, we can see that it seems to almost just disappear in a way. Alright. Not having any music playing is kind of giving me the heebie-jeebies, so I'm going to go ahead and go back to the mainland. So there was something interesting to see here in the Wooded Kingdom. Let's go ahead and head up to the next one, which I think is possibly Lake Kingdom, I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and head over to Lake Kingdom and see what we can explore over there. Now, Lake Kingdom is a little bit of a different situation because, as you guys can see, there really isn't anything super expanding outside of the bounds that we can see, but we can see what happens whenever we get over just sort of the limits of the wall here. Really hoping this version of the mod doesn't prevent me from doing that. We can see here. Oh, really? We can't get anywhere with this? I don't know if maybe it was an older version of the mod that I was running, but I swear I was able to get over this wall before. Like that the ceiling or whatever was removed, or maybe the ceiling was just kind of like repatched in or something. I don't know, but as you can see, we can't get any additional height off of anything. Yeah, there does definitely seem to be an imposed ceiling for whatever reason. Another version of the mod that I was using let me have a little bit more leeway with this stuff. So what I might do is I might come back to some of these kingdoms and see exactly what we can do with them. Hopefully whenever, you know, invisible walls are able to be removed, because as you guys can see, we're not getting over that. All right, off to the next kingdom. Obviously, there's not a whole lot to see with Cloud Kingdom. All right, back on this trim with the invisible walls. We can't really get anywhere with it. Let's go ahead and move on. Alright, so something really cool about this mod here in Lost Kingdom is that we can run around on the poison to get a little bit closer to these areas. But again, as you can see, the same trend that we've been finding the entirety of this video. There's invisible walls that I don't know if it's this version of the mod or maybe it's a patch of the game that we can't get over in any capacity. Not like that was really a ton to look at in this kingdom anyway. There's, you know, poison. But we can run on it, so that's kind of cool. And here we are in Metro Kingdom. A lot of people's favorite kingdom in the game, as a matter of fact. Now, Metro Kingdom, I'm fairly sure, does have a little bit more that we can do with it. So what's interesting about this is that we can go, like, there's no really imposed ceiling for this kingdom. So as you guys can see, we can go really, really, really high and just kind of like we can go so high to the point to where there isn't even any music anymore. Now, we can kind of get over to this bridge, and this is really what we're going to be able to look at. You can see that there are bridges and buildings that do span all around the kingdom. If we go ahead and dive, we can try to get a bit of a better look at this little bridge that's over here. Now, man, I went up really, really, really high, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get a super good look at it, but it'll take us a minute to fall down. We'll see what we can look at there. Oh wow, we can see them go literally off the screen. You guys see that? There's a taxi. Alright, so you guys can see these cars are driving around here and they're really, really low detail. And now I'm dead. Something actually that you can't really see with this version of the mod, but you can if you have one that removes death planes, as as I think I might have shown on stream in some other videos, is that New Donk City actually does have water underneath it. So that's a little bit of a fun, interesting thing. Oh wow, we can see a little bit of a weird poly thing down there. I wonder what that is. But there is actually water underneath the city. Just a little fun fact. I don't know if I have any screenshots of it to show you, but if you guys want to look at that, you'll find water underneath there. Next kingdom. I don't think there's a whole lot to even really do in this kingdom. It's just water all around, and that was a weird flicker. Oh, there's no ceilings. Oh, look at this. This is kind of cool. Oh, there is a ceiling. It's just fairly high. We can explore. Okay. So at the top of this sort of reef here, I wonder, is this, I wonder if this is solid. Do you guys think it's going to be solid? Let's find out if it's solid. Oh, maybe. It's not solid. I didn't really expect it to be, but okay, interesting. Now, there really isn't going to be a whole lot to see out here. It's just, kind of water and, maybe a cliff out there. But again, invisible walls ruin all of our fun and, just kind of our life story at this point. All right, let's move on. Welcome to the worst kingdom in the game, in my opinion. Let's see here. Oh, there's no invisible walls this far out, so you guys can see we can get a decent look at this whole situation here. What's actually funny, guys, I'll show you guys this, okay, is that if we actually touch down on any of these top parts, we actually fall outwards and out of bounds, and then we kind of maybe die, or actually I don't know if we die actually. But before we go ahead and look at that, I do want to see if we can get a better look at this giant glacier here. Well, I gotta dive down real fast. All right, it's a 3D model, which is, oh, and it's help. All right, so if we get too close to it, we can't even really see it. This is okay. This is, I don't know how much I like this. Okay, I can't. I'm scared. It is 3D modeled, which is kind of interesting. We can't even really get that good of a look at it if we're too up close, which is, man, this is really trippy and I don't like it. But real fast, let me show you guys what happens if we, you know, stand on, you know, this outer part of the border, or even just on top of the border. I'll show you guys what happens. All right, so if we go ahead and dive on it, even if it seems to be relative, that's a bad example. Even if it seems like it might be level, which I think there are some parts that do seem like they're level, we just slide off here, and I really hope that we just die. No, we don't. Oh, yes, we do. I was wrong. Alright, cool. Alright, next kingdom. Alright, here we are in Luncheon Kingdom. The really only thing that we have to explore out here is, you know, the skybox. There's not any crazy, like objects that are out of bounds that we could go and explore. Everything else is just kind of a pit. So let's see, are there invisible walls? I don't know. Let's find out. Very, very obvious. At least there's a ceiling. Okay. Oh, no, we're going up. This is weird. So to basically answer that, look at Mario's face. Yeah, so there's invisible walls here. There really wasn't anything to explore out here anyway. There was a skybox, but nothing super crazy. Oh, we can see. Oh, because we're high enough and stuff is being unloaded, we can see what the bottom of the pot here looks like. Let's see if we can dive into it. What do you look like? Yep. Okay. Interesting. I'm gonna like probably either like get burnt by this or I'm gonna fall through it. I wonder which one it's gonna be. Alright, I'll just fall right through. Makes sense. Oh, this is really trippy. I don't like this. Okay. Let's move on to the next kingdom because I'm getting really scared of this whole out of bounds stuff. Fun fact, this video is like, it's sort of like fighting a phobia for me because I have a really weird like fear or anxiety that comes up whenever I go out of bounds in games. I don't know what it is. It just like, it makes me feel uncomfortable. I don't know why. Do you guys have any of that? Like, is that a thing that you guys have? Let me know in the comments. Curious. Now, Ruined Kingdom may be arguably the most interesting thing to see out of bounds. We can see the dragon is still chilling out there. Let's go take a look at him. All right, let's go ahead and take a first look at the dragon. Now, there's not a whole lot about the dragon normally in game that we're able to walk, touch, or interact with. So I want to see, can we walk on his wings up here? Are they solid? I don't know. Let's find out. They're not solid. Okay, they're not solid. Bad decisions. All right, well, that's one of my many dreams that we just kind of, you know, ripped up right there. But some of these outer sort of things I want to see. I want to see if there's really anything going on over here. Like, man, if there's invisible walls out here, I'm going to be so upset. It looks like we're getting... No! Let me get closer. Let me get closer. I demand you allow... We could technically fall right here and we, you know, see if it's solid. The thing we can see is that all of these clouds are, you know, they're textures. They're flat. There's no, like, depth to them at all. Oh, what about, can we go over here? Oh, this is kind of cool. Oh, we can't. Oh, we're so close to this outside tower. I just want to see it. Nintendo, let me have this. This is all I want. I guess I'll settle for this hunk of junk over here. Is it solid? Not solid. I mean, I didn't expect it to be, so. Okay. Alright, next kingdom. There really isn't even anything to look at in Bowser's Kingdom. Let's just be real for a second. I don't see much. It's just like colorful smoke. It's like Bowser set up a fog machine out here. And I'm pretty sure, yep, there's invisible walls. I think we're actually running into one now. Not quite. We're just kind of falling. But yeah, there's not a whole lot to explore or experience here. So we're going to go ahead and move on to another kingdom. Alright, here we are in Moon Kingdom. Now, unfortunately, we can't do a whole lot of exploring here because the mod for the game does not work with these moon physics, so there just isn't really anything we can do. We can try to long jump out there, but we won't get very far. And even if we did, I want to... Yep, there's an invisible wall there, so we couldn't make any progress anyway, and then we'll just fall and die. Now, because of this, I'm not going to explore Dark Side or Darker Side. We're going to go ahead and move on to our final kingdom, which is the Mushroom Kingdom. Alright, and here we are in the Mushroom Kingdom. As we can see, if we kind of look out, there's a bunch of trees and there's mountains and stuff like that all around the kingdom. So we're going to see how far we can go out with this and kind of do, again, exploration. Now, this is really the most, I think this is the side I'm going to take with it because we can see that there's plains, there's trees, there's mountains, or like what seem like the sand. Like you can see it looks like the Sand Kingdom out there in the distance. Let's go ahead and explore. All right, I don't feel any invisible walls yet. So this seems promising. Now let's see, these trees and these bushes out here definitely do, wait, did we stop making distance? No, we're just going really slow. So we can see these bushes and these trees are 2D textures. They're not full 3D models, which is, you know, not too out of the ordinary. Like I didn't expect, oh god, this is bad. I didn't expect, we can kind of get a better look at this now. I didn't expect them to be 3D because you see them from such a far distance. So yeah, it makes sense that they're just 2D, and I don't think this is solid, so we might end up with a problem. Depending on, do we die, I wonder? Oh my, no, we're falling, dude. We fell through the ground. This is not good. We gotta reload the save. I'm just gonna jump, and I'm just gonna hold forward for a while. They were definitely moving a lot faster this time. Dude, you can see the 𝐒𝐸𝐚𝐥 balloon in the distance, man. None of the rest of the kingdom is loaded in. Is the rock solid? Let's see, is it solid? It's not solid, no! I gotta reload my saves again, dude. It's so annoying. Okay, here we are. Back to safety. Where we belong, on the ground. Thank you guys all so much for watching today's video. I know that some of these kingdoms didn't seem to be as climactic as other kingdoms were, for sure. Some of them were great, some of them just, there was nothing to look at. If you have more knowledge than me on this subject, and you know that there are versions of the mod that's been made by Simon that has the invisible walls removed outright, let me know if that version does exist, if there is one, and if so, where can I get it? Because I would love to come and revisit this concept and see what lies further out of bounds with stuff like Cascade Kingdom and things like that. If you enjoyed today's video, go ahead and leave a like on it. If you really enjoyed it, make sure that you subscribe, and I will see all of you guys in the next video. Bye, everyone.